talk to anybody about being a walker, I always say, you have to make your performance unique. Because if you tell somebody to act like a walker, the first thing they do is they drop one arm, and they drag one leg, and they look like, Boris Karloff in our old mummy movies in the 1930s. And I always say you have to find the inner walker within yourself. For the show, they actually have a walker school that they host in Atlanta, and every year they train people to be walkers. So we thought it would be really cool if to train our cast in how to be a walker for The Walking Dead, we went right to the source, and we got the executive producer, director, sometimes cast member, and head of all makeup for The Walking Dead, Mr. Greg Nicotero. Greg. They're all yours.
Awesome. All right. So a couple quick things. We do zombie school. This is zombie boot camp, but in Georgia, every season I'm the dean. I am the teacher. I grade all the papers. I give detention. Everything involved with zombie school in Georgia has been something that we started since season 1. We used to start with showing film clips of classic horror movies, zombie movies, of course. But as the show has caught on and people sort of know what we're doing, now it's really about sort of giving our performers an opportunity to audition their zombie walk. Now, one of the things that I learned from the beginning was if you demonstrate a zombie walk for 50 people, most likely untrained professionals, not you guys, but untrained professionals will all do the same thing. So what's been important is that we have different movements. So we would go through a series of exercises. We would have them chase our stunt coordinator into a hallway and try to rip the door down, and that was always kind of fun, and people really enjoyed it. But in this instance, of course, it's really about me sort of getting a chance to see how you guys move, avoiding what we like to refer to on set. Like if we gave you a nickname, that would be bad. Like if we said, oh, there's the get out of my yard angry zombie because he's stomping through, that's bad. If you're gliding your feet, then that's the ice skating zombie. Again, you don't want a nickname. So that's one of the things that we always kind of joke about. But for purposes of this permanent attraction, you guys are going to be there every day. Authenticity is tremendously important to me in terms of how the walkers look and more specifically how they move. So one of the things that we did as far back as season 1 was we did camera tests, and we wanted to test what the makeups looked like. It was really the beginning of how to determine what film stock we would use, whether it would be digital or 16mm or 35. So we did a makeup on one of the guys that works at KB named Joe Giles. And I figured, what a better way to start zombie boot camp than to bring out who I affectionately refer to as Patient Zero, who's basically the first zombie that we ever tested in The Walking Dead. So let's bring out Joe, who will now, from all intents and purposes, be not known as Joe anymore. But one of the things about Joe's performance was Frank Darabont loved how he moved so much that we put him in the first episode. He's the zombie that's outside the tank that Rick Grimes sees, and he's been a walker in countless numbers of episodes. So we wanted to bring Joe in just so that you can get a little bit of an opportunity to see how Joe moves. I want you guys to each bring your own personality to the character, but there's a really unique body language that Joe brought to his performance that we have adopted into the show. And of course, we did a little bit of makeup on him in the morning just to make him, just to get everybody into the spirit of things. So, all right, so we're gonna have you come over here. I'm gonna have you guys slide over. Don't bite anybody. No, don't bite me either. You can go that way. Walk past, see all these cameras. All right, so guys, what's really fun for me is seeing the body posture. I think body posture is one of the first things in terms of
raising and lowering.